Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. Thus far in our series, the only grouping of staff not focused on meeting customers' needs was functional. Well, in this presentation, we're going to add to that list by turning our focus onto technology grouping of staff. So what are we going to learn in this presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to find out about technological grouping of staff. And after that, we're going to look at the advantages and disadvantages of technological grouping of staff. Okay, let's get started by asking, what is technology grouping of staff? Technology grouping of staff occurs when an organisation allocates staff to departments based on the technologies used to make a product. For example, as the diagram shows, in the metalworks, 3 different types of technology or processes are used. As such, the business has created a smelting department, a moulding department, and a finishing department. As you might expect, this type of grouping is generally used in organisations that manufacture or make products. Moreover, given the product being made will pass through each department, it is important that departments work closely together to ensure a high quality product is made. Let's now turn and ask, what are the advantages of technological grouping of staff? One of the biggest advantages of technological grouping stems from the concept that a huge amount of expertise is created in each department. Because each department is focused on one particular process, it allows it to become very efficient at what it does. This specialisation allows a department to benefit in a number of ways. First, work is not only completed quickly, but to a very high standard. Everyone in the department is highly trained and knows exactly what they are doing. This means fewer errors are made, which reduces waste. Staff expertise also helps in other ways. For example, problems in the production process will be identified and resolved quickly, which once again reduces waste and improves quality. But more than that, if an employee is having issues with their job, there are lots of people they can turn to for technical assistance and training. Put this all together and it can be seen that technological grouping contributes to an organisation lowering its production costs. A second advantage of technological grouping is that it promotes cooperation. Because each department is part of an overall production process, it is important that what one department passes to the next meets an agreed standard. It is therefore essential that connected departments work together to not only agree standards of work, but also the number of items and the deadlines by which work will be transferred. As you'd expect, this type of cooperation is incredibly important as it helps to reduce waste and minimise costs. But also, cooperation helps to support the creation of a strong corporate culture, focused on manufacturing excellence and high quality, which of course helps to deliver great products that customers love. Let's now move to our final question and ask, what are the disadvantages of technological grouping of staff? One of the disadvantages of technological grouping is that it is not set up to be customer focused. Instead, the emphasis is on the technological processes used to make the product. Now, this is fine if the organisation is making products that customers love. However, problems occur when the product goes out of fashion or competitors offer better options. In this instance, technological grouping fails, as it takes too long to notice what is going on in the market and how customers' preferences have changed. This is compounded further by the fact that departmental performance is not judged on sales and profits. This is a problem because without this type of focus, departments just blindly carry on doing what they've always done, even when circumstances in the market have changed. As you would expect, this type of approach is destined for failure, as eventually customers will switch off to what the business is offering. A final problem with technological grouping is that duplication issues can arise across the organisation. If departments are responsible for their own recruitment or for ordering their own raw materials, then there will be duplication of activities and tasks across departments. This of course means multiple employees will be undertaking similar work, which of course leads to increased staffing costs. So what did we learn in today's presentation? Well, first of all, we found out about technological grouping of staff. And then we went on to find out about the advantages and disadvantages of technological grouping of staff. Manufacturing organisations often employ technological grouping, as it best supports the creation of high quality products. However, as we have suggested previously, it is unlikely that this type of grouping would operate in isolation. This is because the cost implications caused by excessive duplication across the organisation would be prohibitive, especially for a small business. As such, in reality, it is far more likely that technological grouping would need to be supported by functional departments such as human resources and finance. This is why in the last part of this series, we will look at a grouping of staff that attempts to resolve a number of the issues which we have been looking at.